Hello and welcome back to Moff's Galaxy. This is the fourth and final session. We're in the middle of a mission. We will finish that, and then I'm not sure how much more actual gaming we'll do. I would like to do a few more scenes and some sort of epilogues, but we probably won't use the full 3-hour slot today. We're hoping Ian will show up as well. He's not here yet, but yeah, we'll see if he shows up. Yeah, as usual, if you're starting with this episode, don't do that. Start at the beginning, or at least session 2, where we start playing. If you're not interested in the character creation, we're using the same safety tools as usual: lines and veils, the X card, open door policy, and the Open Hearth Code of Conduct, all that good stuff. Yeah. So we are in the middle of a mission. You are trying to rescue RF Valeni, who is a bureaucrat in Ivy City. He has access to information that could be useful to you, but mostly he wants to get out because he thinks he's about to be sent to a work camp for voicing his pleasure at the Imperial very friendly and not at all oppressive occupation. So last session, yeah, you had prepared for this by inciting demonstrations and riots. So Middle Ivy City, which is where he lives, is kind of chaotic at the moment. There are various safety officers around. There are probably some stormtroopers, though you haven't seen any. And there's chaos and barricades and that sort of thing. You bluffed your way in by pretending to be pizza delivery people. Pizza is called pizza, even in Star Wars, which is weird. It should be like flat cheese pie or something, but it's not. It's pizza. Pizza transcends time and space, I guess.
Pretty sure they spelled it with a Y, though.
Pizza, yeah. So you got to his house, you got him out, and kept his the Imperial who was there guarding him, out of the kept him busy for long enough that you got away without trouble. But now you have to get back through the chaos in the streets. So I think I mentioned this. I know I mentioned this the last mission. I have a resource called Tilt, which I can spend to have generally dangerous or bad things happen. I haven't done that yet this mission, but I'm just warning you that if something terrible happens seemingly without warning, that's just because I can do that. And yeah, you don't want things to be too easy for you. Yeah, so you have extracted him from his home, but now you need to get him back to your headquarters, probably, unless you're sending him straight to the spaceport or something else. That's up to you. We haven't like set the fixed goal for the mission in that way. But yeah, what's the next step?
So let me remind me who's there. There's the sticky fingers.
The sticky
And-
fingers is the cell, and I believe we have Echo there,
Mhm.
and
Jens.
Genselli. I think those are the characters. Who are they? Unless I'm forgetting someone, but I think those were the ones.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's who we had.
Yeah, and your fixer, Babavulu, has supplied you with documents, or sorry, yeah, it's called forgeries is the title for it. So you have better than usual like ID badges or falsified chain codes, that sort of thing, in case you need that. That doesn't mean they're foolproof, but they're better than what you usually have. So you're out in the streets. There's this area where you are right now, which is kind of a middle-class residential neighborhood, is fairly quiet at the moment. There is debris in the streets that shows there has been some disorder here previously, but right at the moment it's fairly quiet. So what is your plan for getting up? You didn't get any vehicles because you know that there will be barricades and that sort of thing, but that means you're getting out on foot unless you have some other plan.
I think Matavi is still getting back from the house and trying to rejoin the others, so really on you.
Yeah. So are you like just walking through the streets and trying to move as quickly as possible? Are you up on the rooftops and trying to
rooftops.
stay safe?
Yes.
Yeah, rooftops.
We must
Yeah, yeah.
parkour across rooftops. This must be done.
Cool. So Poref isn't really a parkour type of guy. Like he's a slightly overweight man in his 50s. So how are you assisting him in getting from one roof to the other?
I think Isilis is throwing every time we get to a thing. Isilis is tossing him, and Auden and Matavi will be on the other side trying to catch. It's not going to go well for long, but this is our plan.
Cool. I think I'd like to see a group action from them on doing this. So what action do you think you're rolling?
Oh man, I'm looking at the actions right now.
Finesse, maybe?
Yeah, that was the first thing that grabbed my eye too.
Could be finesse, could be prowl. That's kind of
Ooh,
like
prowl. Prowl seems good, and
could
it's a thing we
be
don't suck at.
survey if you're focusing on like finding the best places to do it.
We're prowling about. We're trying not to be caught. I think
Cool.
It's less about
Yeah.
about being finesse, but more about getting around unseen. So prowl feels like the best.
Cool. So let's take those three characters you mentioned. Who is leading the action?
I think Iz will be leading because while Iz has no prowl, it's Iz who's doing the throwing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
this is hilarious. It's a giant. It's an ortolan, right? Isn't Isilis an ortolan?
I don't know what they're called, but
I thought the elephant folks were ortolans.
You're the expert. I just grabbed a picture that amused me.
Oh my goodness! Please don't put the expert. Yeah, it is. It's the sentient species of squat blue skin bipeds. Although that's Max Rebo, and I don't know if he has feet. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. I like this character and whatever they are. We don't talk about species names. That's too labelist. Cool. So I gotta pull up the roller. Jeez, crackers. I'm not good at this.
Cool. So will he be pushing himself?
She Islis is a she her, and
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's a brand new character. No worries. I think that she has to push herself because she'd be rolling. If she pushes herself, she gets to roll a die versus rolling 2 and the worst take the worst. So
yeah.
So that's 2 stress just to push, right?
Mm-hmm.
And still got a 1. Amazing.
That's harsh.
That is bad. But this is why it's a group action. Auden's good with prowl and actually has a Auden. Oh my gosh, that's another 1. Hey Matavi, which I think Sabine, you were playing Matavi, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think right now I will. Yeah.
Roll better than I roll.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, that's not hard.
It's true.
Might have jinxed it though.
You have an 88% chance.
No!
Oh
no! Wow. Chancellor, maybe you can save us. You also got a dot in prowl.
Go for it.
Sure, yeah. I will join this effort, I guess.
Please.
I think, weren't these the 3 characters you mentioned?
Yeah, you mentioned, I guess.
It's true. Yeah,
so
that's a true statement.
Blee will still have a chance to act here because Blee will be able to help protect you from one of the consequences, for example, because there will be consequences to this. Sorry, I forgot to set position and effect. You're in it's a risky position. It's not
that's fair.
Desperate, but it's not safe either.
Not the best plan, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that it's not perfectly safe to try to throw a middle-aged bureaucrat from building to building. Things could go wrong.
He's getting so many points, though. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah, sure. Oh, sorry, and Easy gets 3 stress for the failed rolls as well.
I'll take that away. Wow, Easy's about. It seems appropriate that Izzy's stressed out from doing that.
Yeah.
Just about.
So there will be 2 consequences for this, and you can resist them separately. Or
should everybody roll before we get the consequences, because it's a group action and we might still get a 6.
I think everybody did go.
Yeah, Rich just mentioned 3 characters.
Okay. Oh, we're the only 3 that are there. Okay.
Yeah.
I probably should have just said group action, whoever wants to, but I kind of committed myself to it. There you go. Whoops.
On the other hand, Izzy would probably have been stressed out in that case because you probably would have gotten a couple more failures. But anyway, 2 consequences. One is that Parif, he doesn't fall from a building down into the alley, but he just almost slipped, and now he's hanging like by his hands from the roof, like 2 stories above an alley. So that's one consequence, and the other consequence is that a group of Imperial security officers will spot you. So anyone can resist these consequences, since you can, assuming you can justify it in some way, since you can protect each other. So if it's not one of the people involved, it can be someone else.
Yeah, I think I will take the Imperial officers.
Mm-hmm. So how are you protecting the crew from this? From being
I will just jump down, take off my sunglasses. Is that Star Wars word for sunglasses? I don't know.
Yeah. Cool. So you're just distracting them and dazzling them with your fame and star power.
Yeah. Yeah, and if they ever, and if they, and hey guys, so you know, you saw nothing. Yeah.
Oh, so you're just straight up. You're not trying to distract them. You're just.
I think they already spotted it, so like that's too late for
Oh,
that.
no. Sorry. The way resistance works is you can say no, that didn't happen because I did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, I just jumped out and I draw their attention to me.
Mm-hmm. So you're like on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
Are you like asking them for help, or are you just because you're alone? You're a fairly rich and important person, like in the middle of an area where there's
Guys, it's so fortunate that I ran into you. I have just been robbed, and it was it was something that it was the important. They stole the important jewel that my father gave me, and they ran this way. I just point to the opposite side where stuff is happening. It's so, I'm just so glad that I ran into you, Officer Agerman. Agerman.
Officer Agerman. Yeah. Cool. So you to resist, you roll either insight, prowess, or resolve, one of your attributes. So which one do you think is most
I think this
fitting?
is social thing, so it's a resolve, I think.
Cool. So roll 3 dice, unless you have something special here. No. So 3 dice. That's a 4, so you take 2 stress. Take 6 minus the highest in stress. So 2 stress, and you have protected the crew. Of course, this means that they will insist on escorting you and go looking for these thieves. So you're kind of away from the rest of the crew, at least for a while now. So does someone want to resist Vareth hanging from the roof, or are we okay with him hanging there and trying to just help him up in some other way?
Auden's okay with that.
But Tavi thought Auden was going to catch him.
I am. I'm catching him right now.
Okay.
Happily bending down to pick him up.
Cool. So yeah, he is a bit shaken by this, but since there's no one watching you, you can get him up safely.
Sorry about that. It's the first time we've tossed someone across roofs. We really should have practiced.
It seems like it. Couldn't we find a safer route? I'd rather not go through that again.
Okay, all right. That
you'd get a lot of points for it if you did.
It's true.
I don't know what these points are, but I care more about my life and limb than whatever this is that you're counting.
He's not gonna make it as a sticky fingers.
No, but maybe he can still help the friction. So, okay, let's find another way. All right, team. put our heads together. What are some other ways we can egress?
We could make another group action with survey. Because, I mean, we're a recon unit, right? So,
Good.
Yeah. You also have local knowledge as or even if you have a normal load, you can take fine local knowledge. But I think
we're also
yeah,
smooth operators, which I feel that
Ooh.
should help us here, right?
Well, yeah, I think it could. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, how are you doing this survey? Are you like now moving on the street, but having some people up on the rooftops watching, or are is everyone down on the street and just running back and forth trying to find the safe way, or how do you go about it? What's the sticky fingers standard operation procedure for that?
Mm-hmm.
Great question. How do we normally do this? I think we scatter. We're a pretty disorganized band, and we also need lots of different viewpoints. So we'll scatter about on the.
Should we leave someone with this guy here?
Oh yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay with the guy. It's fine. I'll lose points for it, but it's okay.
I mean, just you do it for the mission.
46 points to whoever finds the best way out of here.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah, so who is leading this group action?
Do we have a cell member who wants to lead this? If not, I can assign.
Ted, do you want to choose one of them, maybe? Who volunteers?
Maybe Cheeks should do it, because Cheeks actually has some survey and isn't near to stressing out. What do you think? Hearing no objections, we go with Cheeks. Our Mirialan will be leading the survey from. Oh goodness, we didn't assign pronouns.
Oh, they're really good at smashing stuff.
Yeah.
So since you have, this is still standard risky, but since you have +1 effect on this type of thing, you have greater, you're currently at greater effect, which means that all your dice results are 1 level higher. I think for group action, that's for the final result, so it doesn't reduce the amount of stress you take for leading it, but it means that the final result will be elevated.
That's neat. I like that.
Cool. So let's get rolling. You can just roll and call out whoever gets the first.
I got it. Let me add a die in there, and here's Cheeks. Opening gambit, a 3. That is a fail, but not a 1.
Nice. I'm rolling for Mathavi. It's a 4.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
An actual success.
Hey, Auden got a 5. I think Tadamo and.
But
oh wait, it's not Auden. So we'll just say it's Tadamo's roll. You're right. Auden isn't participating. Somebody roll for Is. Should I roll for Is?
Shouldn't Tadamo roll 2 dice though? Because they don't have.
Well, then we'll just say that. Oh, you're right. So we'll just say that was did
that was Is, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
well,
that
Is
was
also
my
doesn't
character.
have. Oh, Is.
Wait, Tadamo's my character.
Oh, okay. Why don't you roll for
yeah,
Tadamo?
Then you roll
Yeah.
for him. Then that was Is, right?
Yeah, that will be Is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 3, so sorry guys.
That's okay. All right. So that means there were 2 failures, 2 successes.
Did someone roll for Blee?
Someone did not roll for police. Somebody roll 2d6. Who's got it?
Ah, sorry. Blee is confused.
Yeah. Was I
Okay.
supposed to be doing something?
3 failures, but from the group action, we have a success.
Cool. So that's 3 stress for cheeks. You got a success, which is elevated to a 6 because you have the increased effect, which means you succeed and you don't get any consequences. I really should have set up a clock for this, but I didn't. So we'll just continue to play it by ear. So I would say you're about halfway out of Middle Ivy City. Now you're entering into an area where there aren't like active demonstrations going on, but you can hear some shouting and blaster fire from off not too far away. And as you've reached like the main thoroughfare, like Main Street in this part of the city. And as you're standing there by the corner, like looking for, trying to figure out if it's safe to cross this like big open area, a squad of stormtroopers come hustling down from towards the area where all the noise is. So they are passing right past you, and if you don't do something, they will definitely spot you.
Oh, neat.
Is Jansley back with us?
Sorry?
Is our specialist with
Janselli.
us, or is she still off?
I think Janselli is still
Yeah.
off with the troops. Let's cut to Janselli for a moment and leave the
Yeah.
others in a bit of suspense. So this security troops, and these aren't stormtroopers, they're more like police officers.
Yeah.
So they're escorting you. There's 5 of them, and one of these battle droids that's been assigned to the various squads in all of Ivy City. So they are escorting you, trying to find these thieves that you invented. Obviously, they're not finding them. So
Yeah. I will give them some like outrageous description of those thieves. Like one of them was, just like some random Star Wars races. Yeah, one of them was Genosian. Like, yeah, he just stole it from me, and the other was, what's the name of those like blind guys that look like humans?
Oh, it starts with an M. Miraculin?
Miraculin, yeah.
Miralucan. Miralucan. Yeah, I think you're
Miralucan,
right.
yeah. Oh, Janselli also doesn't know. That's okay. Like, yeah, that was the other one, and they ran this way, and just some outrageous close choices. Just like, I don't want some random guy to get caught in this. So, and
so you're intentionally describing people who are extremely unlikely to actually exist.
To exist, and absolutely impossible to exist together, basically.
So is your intention to like just lead these people away and
I think
safe,
as they are and as they are getting like as we get to some crossroads, I look around and, well, we don't really know where they went, so I think we should split. And also, if I ever caught up to them, I should have some weapon.
But it's not safe out here. We can't leave you alone. We really should escort you home.
No. no, the family jewels are more important than I can take care of myself if I get a gun. It's okay.
That would be entirely irresponsible. But yeah, you can try to roll something to get what you want
Command?
here. But I think you're going to have. I think it's risky because they might start to suspect something, and I think you have reduced effect because trying to convince them. Oh, sorry, no, it's risky standard. But yeah. So do you want to roll sway or something?
Before I roll command
Mhm.
or sway or something, I oh yeah, I want to have a flashback.
Yeah, cool.
To me, just as I'm, yeah, it's back to me like breaking into my father's computer, and I look into the squads that are likely to be in the area of our operations when this is happening.
Yeah.
Coming with list of like 6 names of the officers,
Mm-hmm.
and then going through each of them and either befriending them or flirting with them, just making my position eventually better.
Nice. So this is straight up your smooth ability.
Yeah,
I figured.
exactly.
So you flash back to solve a social problem, forge a connection, or get an in. So you spend your smooth, which means you check the used
Yes.
box under your smooth.
Yes.
But you gain +1 die and +1 effect. I'm going to say it costs you 1 stress to do this. Because it's not super convoluted, but it still takes some doing.
I mean, yeah, I think it's convoluted. It's more like very, lengthy and just not very sophisticated method. Just like, and then I turn to Captain Eggman and wink at him. And I'm sure that if we manage to recover those jewels in any way, we should go celebrate it together, don't you think?
Nice. You still need to make your roll for the flashback. You can roll this with sway. I think sway is suitable here, unless you really want to roll something different.
No.
So you have +1 die and +1 effect. So here you have greater effect, and you're rolling 3 die.
Yeah.
Unless you want to push yourself just to be really, really sure. But since you have greater effect, you can't full out fail.
Yeah. It's 6.
So that's a 6, and with your greater effect, that makes this a crit. So yeah, this officer you encountered is really smitten with you. So he like waves at one of the other troopers. Give me your sidearm, and takes that guy's blaster and hands it over to you. Yes, I'll go with you, and then he like tells the others to go in different directions to go looking for these thieves. But he's going to personally escort. Does that sound fair?
Yes, very much.
Cool. So let's cut back to the gang, the Sticky Fingers. You have this squad of stormtroopers bearing down on you. They will spot you if you don't do anything. What do you do? What's the play?
We need to distract them, right?
We are not built for fighting, so we have to do the. Oh, nice. I think this is a Blee thing. She has newly marketable skills. She's acting to circumvent the sentient element of security. So she is leading the way by trying to distract, as in, oh, the rebels are this way. We're running away. We're selling them out. Look, the rebels are over there. While we run the opposite direction to get away from the rebels.
Cool. That sounds like Sway to me.
Yes, that feels swayish, sway-like.
So is she going to spend some stress to get a die?
She certainly is. Bloop bloop. Because she's not good at consort. She's good at consorting, not swaying. But this seems like a good plan, so she's into it.
And she has increased effect because of that special ability. So this is risky standard. It would be risky standard, but with that she has a greater effect, so she's fairly safe.
Oh, it's a fail.
Yeah, but that's with her greater effect that bumps up to a 4 or 5.
Okay.
So she does it, but with a consequence. And I think the consequence here is that one of the stormtroopers tells her, "Come with us, show us the way." So they are like grabbing her and commandeering her basically as a scout to show the way. So unless she resists, she will be separated from the group.
On goes 20 points to bribe Blee to buy into it. I'm not resisting it because this does what we want, and Blee can sneak out later.
Cool. So Blee runs off with the stormtroopers. They're jogging down towards whatever confrontation is happening further down the street. There's like smoke and noise down there. You can't really tell what's going on, but it's definitely a bit violent over there. But Blee has distracted the stormtroopers. The rest of you can cross the street. Think the final obstacle you have is that the regular Ivy City security, not Imperial, have set up a roadblock. So you need to get past them. This is like it's a bridge you need to cross, and this is they've blocked off the bridge. How do you plan to handle that?
I mean, I have an idea. It's kind of reckless. I can take the speeder bike over there because from every Star Wars content I've ever seen, nothing indicates that these things are ever locked. I can take the speeder bike over there and just run the barricade. And I think in the confusion, you might be able to slip by.
Well, the speeder bike will only carry 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm kind of crashing into the barricade, so I'm not taking this guy with me. I'm just trying to get them to chase me instead of look for other guys.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to draw them away from the.
Yeah, yeah. That seems reckless, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely reckless. Yeah.
Cool, because I have nothing to lose, and I get +1 effect when I do something reckless.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what we need here, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think this is going to be. I think it's risky, but I think you would start at reduced effect because they're not there to their goal is to keep this place blocked off, not to follow people, but you can with your ability that bumps up to standard effect, you are at risky standard.
So that maybe smash.
Bash absolutely works for this. Yeah.
Cool. And I still got 3 stress left. I could push myself.
You can push yourself.
2
I would say that I will offer a devil's bargain.
Oh,
If you take level 2 harm from actually crashing into something, you can bump this up to greater effect.
Crash into
Cool.
things.
yeah, I crash into things. Like, I love that. I can both push myself and take the devil's bargain, right? That's usually the latest thing, I think.
I think you can. We're
Okay.
going to say that too.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Then let me roll my single die here.
Don't you get to 2 dice if you're pushing yourself?
I thought I couldn't take a devil's bargain and
Oh,
push myself.
sorry. Yeah, you're right. You can get 8, but you can only do 1 of the other 2. Yeah. So you're rolling 1 die, but you have greater effect, which means that you're not getting worse than 4.
Okay. Can I get some 8? Is there a possibility? Do we have an idea, Rich? Tab?
I would love to. I think Auden will burn some stress. Oh, poor Blee. I feel so sad for Blee. I hope she's okay. Auden will burn some stress and just pull a big pratfall to distract. Yeah, so he like just pitches forward and starts claiming he thinks he's been shot and pointing back away.
Nice. Okay, then I get to roll 2 dice.
This team never rolls 2 dice unless one of them is the worst of the 2 is what we count.
Oh, we're not really experienced in this kind of thing, but
That's
I rolled
great.
a 4. There it is.
4, and that gets bumped up to a 6 since you
Oh.
have the greater
Ooh.
effect.
And I take 2 harm.
Yeah,
So
you take a level 2 harm.
how do I mark this on this keeper?
Just write something to describe the. I know the boxes are small, but yeah, that's just how it turned out. Yeah, so you crash your speed, like side swipe this barricade and continue, then keep going. Auden is flopping around, claiming to have been shot, and these security forces, security guys, they start chasing after Matavi, shooting, firing their blasters. But you're used to driving a stolen speeder bike, so yeah, they don't have much chance of hitting you. You just have to keep away from them. So you peel off. Now it's Auden, Blee, Cheeks, Tadamo, and no, sorry, Blee isn't there anymore. Auden, Cheeks, Tadamo, and Izzy are the ones who are still there. And this is when I spend my thing and have something bad actually happen. There's this is something, and I'd say right away that this is something you can resist. I think it's Cheeks takes a blaster shot to the back of the head from on top of a building. There's a sniper up there, and he has spotted you. But you can resist this. So
Wow,
unless you
I'm still
resist,
shocked.
you're gonna die. So.
That's true. She can't die. No.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, where's he in? I think Isilis will try to protect. Oh God, this may take is out.
Yep.
Doing it. Who else might be better at resisting? Nobody that I control. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a. Clash is like hand-to-hand fighting, right? And Smash is.
Yeah, but this is not when you're resisting. You roll one
Oh,
of
you're
your
rolling with
insight
attribute.
prowess
That's
of the
right. Thank
sword.
you very much. Okay, cool. So, I guess Auden's gonna no. Auden's in the middle of like pratfalling, and I don't control Matavi or Tadamo, so it's rolling a die, rushing
Mhm.
up to take it. So
I mean, Cheeks is the best to resist it, with prowess.
Yeah,
too.
Cheeks can resist herself.
oh well, then Cheeks. You're right. Sorry, I was thinking. I was stuck on that,
No,
and
no,
I
no,
think
it's
it's a
fine.
prowess thing. So
Yeah.
we'll just go with that, and that's 2 dice. Hey, Cheeks, get the hell out of the way! Oh no, that's 4 stress to Cheeks.
4
right?
stress. I think Cheeks just at the last moment spots a light reflex of the scope of this sniper and dives out of the way as the blaster shot hits the barricade. Now you're standing in front of this roadblock. The security troops have ran off, but you have to cross. If you're going to cross the bridge, you're doing it under fire from this sniper up on the roof. And the sniper is on the same side of the of this gorge that you're crossing as you are. So you'll have them behind you if you cross the bridge. So I think we'll leave you there for the moment and actually take a break because we've been going for an hour. Cool, welcome back. So yeah, I think we should cut over to Genselli. So you're walking off with this Imperial officer whom you have previously flirted with. He's definitely a bit besotted with you. He's handed you a blaster from one of his men, and he's sent the others off like 2 by 2 in various directions. But right now it's just you and him. So what is your plan here?
Yeah, so well, I think that like very soon after I did this, we've heard the crash and then the sniper fire.
I think you're a bit farther away than that. Like you
Okay.
drew these people away
Yeah,
from
that's true.
where
Yeah.
the group was. They moved off in a different direction. So I don't think you know what's going on with the others unless you're in contact with them. But
Oh,
that will require some sneakiness on your part.
that's true. Yeah. I mean, I could pick the comms, but you know what? Yeah, I will pick a comm, and then I will just text something to the others and be like, I have to. Yeah, I will just do it as we walk. Like, yeah, I have to, update my friends on what I'm doing. Just, social media obsessed. Normal things.
Sure. So who on the other team would you talk to?
Well, primary probably Echo, but Echo's not here, wherever she is. So let's go for the leader.
Yeah, so that's Auden.
Yeah, Auden.
So Auden, you've just I think you get this just before the sniper opens fire. So it's just these troops have been drawn off. and you get a message from Jenseki. So what's the Jenseli? What's the message?
Hey,
Do you like?
I got rid of most of them. What are you guys? What are you guys up to? Where are you?
Orden, that's for you, Rich.
Sure. I'll give a quick cross street description, also describing some place that is nearby that would be like a place, a club, or a place where we had a party that one time, or that the time that Izzy puked over the side of a thing.
Yeah.
So you know
like,
where they are, and this is when the sniper fires, and there's
Yeah.
chaos on the other end.
Uh,
So you hear the blaster shot, and
Yeah.
and people start shouting.
yeah. So yeah, let's start running there. Hey, this could be them. And I just start running, and I don't give him like a choice than to follow me.
Nice. So are you trying to get away from him, or do you
Yeah,
want him to come with you?
Yeah,
You're
I
trying
want to get away
him.
from him. And since I don't have basically anything with me, and he still, has uniform and weapon and stuff, like I should be able to lose him.
Yeah, I think you'll have to roll for it.
Obviously.
I think you have increased effect because you are fast and light on your feet with your light load, while he has a bunch of stuff to carry. So do you want to roll this with prowl, or do you have something else you want to go?
No, I think it's prowl.
Cool. So you're currently rolling one die unless you push yourself.
Yeah, I will push myself to get to die.
That's 2 stress.
Yeah. I 2d6. Not... Well,
that's bad, but with your increased effect, that means you get 4/5, so you succeed, but with a consequence. And I think the consequence here is, and you can resist this, but the consequence is that he realizes that you've tricked him. You lose him, but he realizes that this was you weren't on the up and up. This was you were up to something. He doesn't know what you were up to, but
yeah. I will keep this to like later. I will probably look for him later, and I can deal with this after the mission. This is a tomorrow me problem, basically.
Yeah, that's other Jenseli's problem. So,
yeah.
Cool. So we cut back to the bridge. The sniper has fired. I think I will ask Orden. You've just been on the comms with Jenseli. You understand that she's trying to get to you, but now you have this sniper. You're the leader. What do you do?
Okay, so we know that there's a sniper. We've got to book it. We're past the stormtroopers.
There are no other troops here.
Okay.
The people who are manning the roadblock, they've been drawn away. That's what the whole thing with the speeder bike. They achieved that. So they have followed after that. So you're here. There are no other people here trying to stop you. But if you just run across the bridge, then this sniper will shoot at you the whole way.
Oh, got it.
Going to end badly.
Okay. And you had mentioned that one of the specialists might be around Echo. Can we call for help from Echo?
Sure. since
know.
Ian hasn't shown up, I think Echo is up for grabs.
Cool. So we grab our escort target, shove him aside, and we're all taking cover. And then I'm gonna hop on the comms. Echo, I know you had some like updates or something. I'm not sure why you haven't been around, but we could really use some help right now. There's a sniper, and I'm gonna paint him right now with a target. I'm pointing right now. So if you just follow my finger, if you're around. If not, maybe look on rooftops.
Of course. I'm on the mission.
Nice. Rich, do you want to do like a setup action for Echo?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Pointing?
Yeah, I will try to, as Auden, I'm throwing a stress to help, and I'm just basically like sticking my head out and trying to look like I'm trying to run for the bridge, but really I'm just trying to draw his attention and keep him focused on me.
Cool. Then I think you will also have to resist getting shot because this sniper knows what he's doing. So either take a level 2 harm or resist.
Yeah. No, I think it takes a level 2 harm.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. That's the thing that happens. He like pops out one too many times. The guy was waiting for it, and bam, he takes the shot, and Auden falls to the ground. And another finger grabs him and pulls him back.
Yeah.
Ow.
So I'm going to type in blaster shot on Auden for level 2 harm. Yeah. So Echo, you are close enough that you can spot Auden when he points to the rooftop where the sniper is.
Yeah.
That's like a 5-story building. That's like the street from the that goes to the bridge. It's right to the side of that. So it has a perfect view of the bridge and like the area around it. So what's your plan for dealing with this sniper?
You know what? I'm a slicer first. And they have some comms.
Sure.
Either I can just use questions through network, or I can just try to I can just try to interface here.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to send the fake orders to move to other position.
Cool.
They're like, we need you to move to another position 2 blocks away. There's something much more important here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you have an extra die. I think you have. This is you're in a controlled position because you're not really exposing yourself to danger, but you have reduced effect because it's pretty hard to slice into the comms, and you'll have to make this convincing. Which is pretty difficult when this sniper has they're positioned here. They have a perfect target. You can trade position for effect.
I'm gonna trade position for effect. I will like expose myself to to be seen by him, and maybe to be able to be traced if he notices something.
Cool.
So
that means you're at standard effect, and you currently, if you're using interface, you currently have 3 dice.
Yes. And so let's try to slice into the Imperial comms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's a 6.
it's a 6.
So yeah, you do it. And this sniper tries to argue with you. Yeah, I have a perfect position here, but you can convince them that no,
Yeah,
you
that's
are
just some.
actually.
Yeah, that's just some local hooligans. There's an actual friction agents that you have to monitor that from this building that is like 2 blocks away. This is you have to be at important places.
Affirmative. I will reposition. So the fire from the sniper ceases. Let's cut over to, I think Mafabi is the one who's on the speeder bike. So you're on this like half crashed speeder bike. It's still moving, but it's smoking, and there's sparks flying off it. So it's not moving at full speed. You're definitely staying ahead of these troopers that are following you and kind of firing almost blindly at you. What's your plan to shake them?
I will now take the local knowledge that I have. I feel that
Cool.
That's a very, very good use for that. And since I have local knowledge, and I mean, these are basically places that I know, so I will at one point sort of ditch the bike and then roll off and try to hide under some crates that are actually hiding an access point to our secret City Fingers network, right?
Nice. So yeah, I think you should roll something for that. It sounds like prowl, but it could be something different.
No, I'm fine with prowl. And the thing, does that help me in any way, shape, or form? Like mechanically? Local knowledge?
The local knowledge. I think part 1 is that it gives you fictional positioning to be able to do this. I think it means that this is only risky instead of desperate at this point, because you know where you're going to, but you're still like followed by a bunch of people.
Yeah,
so it's risky standard.
Okay, risky standard. Okay, then I roll my 1 die and we'll see how that goes. It's a 5. So yeah.
Cool. So you do it, but there's a consequence, which you of course can resist. I think the consequence is that I think the consequence is that this particular entrance, you cannot use that anymore. Like this location is burned because they will be investigating it. You'll need to like block off this particular tunnel or whatever.
That sounds reasonable. I would try to resist that, but by just being, just being fast enough.
Sure.
Like, yeah. And I think I roll prowess, right? For that.
You can absolutely roll prowess.
It gives me 2 dice. Sorry. So what does that mean? I'm sorry.
That means you take 6 minus 3 stress. So you take 3 stress.
Yep, I'm tapped out on stress then.
Yeah. So you get away. You will get trauma. You will clear all your stress. But yeah.
Where do I? Oh, I don't know trauma down there. Okay.
Yeah, and you can just make something up.
Okay.
Or I can grab the list from the. It's things like I think Echo got soft.
Mhm.
But it's the usual list of things from
Okay.
Blade.
Okay, I get back to that later. I think
Yeah.
right now
Cool.
I'm out of it.
Yeah. So Mafavi got away. I think we should go to Blee before we do the final thing with actually crossing the bridge. So Blee has been grabbed by this squad of stormtroopers. They have like run into it's not like a pitched battle, but there's a kind of a fight between some people who are rioting. They have like they're a similar group to you. They're kind of a street gang. They have like bandanas or other face coverings, so they're not super easy to identify. They're throwing rocks. One of them has a blaster, is firing at the stormtroopers. The stormtroopers are firing back. It's a bad scene. These guys are about to break and run with these extra stormtroopers coming. So how does Blee want to get out of this?
Can we say that this other group, we've named them the Hidden Becks?
Sure.
All right, there we go. So they're the Hidden Becks, the Becks. So Blee sees that the Becks are a threat. These stormtroopers still want to be led. She doesn't want to rat them out. It's funny. I keep thinking of like regular PC things to do, and then go, "Oh wait, no, this is like a street punk who has no combat skill whatsoever, and that would be a very stupid thing for her to do." This is amazing. This is interesting. I had no idea it would do this to my brain. Wow. Okay. I think okay. Blue will say, "Okay, there's the guys. Told you about it. Can I go now? This is pretty dangerous."
Yeah, and now at this point the stormtroopers are kind of busy.
Oh,
I
well,
don't
okay.
think I don't think you need to roll to have them let you go, but I think you need to roll something to get out of there safely.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Yeah, that feels earned and right, and also scary as hell. So I think she's gonna try to get away. And what is she gonna do that with? She is bad at stuff. She's gonna she'll push
I'll pitch a
herself.
couple of options for her for the things she actually has has something in. So I don't think rig is highly useful here unless you have an idea.
No.
For Clash, she could like kick one of the stormtroopers and like run away. For Consort, maybe she actually knows someone on the Hidden Becks. That could be like a one stress flashback that she's, oh, I actually know that guy, and like try to
Oh, for sure. That feels
send to
right.
help.
Let's do that. Yeah, so she's also, it sounds like she's trying to circumvent the sentient element of security, so she'll have +1 effect with this.
This isn't really security.
Okay,
This is like
fair enough.
a fight.
Okay, cool. Then straight up she's doing consort, trying to get the hell out.
Cool. So one stress for the flashback to like having some kind of friendly relationship with
For sure.
with one of the Becks, and then rolling consort. Do you want to push yourself or have a devil's bargain or something?
I would like to see if you have a devil's bargain for me.
I think the devil's bargain is that she will be separated, like the Becks. She will have to lay low with the Becks for like a week.
Ooh,
before
that sounds
things have
amazing.
cooled off enough that she can get back to the friction.
Yes. So she's separated from the friction for a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang. Love it.
So that means you're rolling 2 die. And this is risky standard.
No. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh crap.
But you're rolling 2 dice.
I will roll a second die. Please don't roll as bad. Two.
It was
A one-
exactly as bad.
A 1 and a 2.
It's not as bad.
Not-
You got what you asked
So-
for.
It's just
So that's a failure.
yes.
I need to actually check. No, I don't have the rules here. Yeah, but that's a failure. So that means you don't get away, at least not safely. I think what happens is and you will be able to resist part of this. One of the stormtroopers notices that you're like running towards the Becks, and he will hit you with his stun baton. He's not going to just straight up shoot you, but he will hit you with his stun baton. So you will be discovered and not get away. You can resist getting hit with a stun baton. That's a level 2 hard.
She's going to resist getting hit by a stun baton with her pitiful 1 die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's very good at that. She takes 1 stress.
Yeah. So you're blocked off from the Becks. You can't get to them. The stormtroopers, well, at least one of these stormtroopers has noticed that you're trying to sneak off to the enemy. Like, hey, you stay right there. Tries to hit you with a stun baton. You dodge that. What's your next move?
They're dealing with the Becks, right? The Becks are a real and present threat.
The
I just got
Becks
caught up
are
in it.
starting to like pull back because now there's a full squad of stormtroopers in addition to.
I think she just drops, right? In hopes they'll forget her. She's just gonna play dead.
Nice. Yeah. Is that sway or something else?
I think it's sway. Yeah, I think it's sway, and she's gonna push herself and regret her life choices so she could try to.
Yeah. You have 1 whole die.
A 5.
You succeed. You succeed, but with a consequence. I think
This is not. Wait, hold on. This isn't sentient security now.
you're still like you're not like evading security. This is
Okay.
like you're dealing with someone who's right in front of you trying to bash you. It's
Okay.
I would say that's a different
Okay.
thing.
That differentiation makes sense to me. So thank you for clarifying.
So I
Sorry, I
think
got
what
whiny.
happens is they do ignore you. Like the stormtrooper thinks he hit you with a stun baton, but he will remember you, and your what do you call it? Your description will be added to a list of suspected rioters and.
It's amazing. Oh man, this is so great.
You can resist that, or you can accept.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. She does not want to be on the list because then she's out of the game.
I'll note that you have, they don't have your name, but they do have your description. I'll note that there's a 50-50 chance that you trauma out from this. Or sorry, that you gain a trauma, which is the first of, if this character would get a second trauma. Oh, sorry, that's not true, because they can level up to a firebrand. Sorry, forget about that. Yeah, it's just you run the risk of taking a trauma.
Play it like a stolen speeder. She's resisting getting ID'd because she wants to keep playing the game.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a 6.
Nice.
She
incredibly
cleverly
forgettable.
Yeah, she's not. Don't ever say that. It's not true.
No, but she had she was wearing some very
she's wearing those big glasses. She's just gonna have to walk around with not wearing the glasses for a while.
Yeah, maybe change the hair color and you're fine.
Yeah, and weren't they wearing like the delivery?
Yes, the delivery clothes. There you go. That is another reason why she's.
Yeah, that was the main thing they noticed. So yeah, cool. Back to the bridge. So the sniper has pulled back. This means it's probably safe to cross the bridge. I think. Yeah, I think I want some kind of role for the last leg of getting your escortee Fareth back to.
Isilis could throw him again.
Sorry?
Isilis could throw him again. She will suggest. Isilis would suggest throwing our guy again. That was okay.
I think he's not super happy for that, but yeah, if that's the way you want to do it, you can do it if you want to throw him. But you can also try something else. And this is at this point you're fairly safe, so you will be in a controlled position pretty much, unless you're like jumping on the rooftops. But you're out of the combat zone, for lack of a better word.
You come right outside of the danger zone.
Cool. Yeah, I think what's left is mainly that you could run into some patrols that want to check your ID and that sort of.
I think Matavi is the person who has come through this slick as snot, and they need to take the lead here while Auden is nursing a wound.
I don't think they're even close.
They're not around? They're not close
anymore?
anymore?
Matavi drove the speeders through the
shoot, that's right.
Remember?
I gotta find a better way to mark when these people are away from the group.
Tadamo can take a lead.
Yeah, Tadamo, do it.
Yeah, guys. Also, hey guys, listen to me. We've gained so many points today, and we can take even more. Everybody who finishes this alive and gets this guy to the first guy who gets everybody who finishes live gets 20 points, and who gets this guy first to the headquarters gets another 30 points. 40 points.
I think I should still throw him.
Oh man.
And yeah, I gave rallying speech, so
it's a good speech. Good speech.
Nice.
Snaps.
I was sitting on some sort of this bullshit first, so just waited to do this.
Awesome.
Cool. So I think what you basically have to do is avoid getting stopped and ID'd by some security patrol.
Yeah.
So that could mean sneaking around, using your forged documents, or something else. But I think you need to do either a group action or someone rolling to do this if they're kind of taking all the risks themselves. Sabine, you're muted.
I'm just saying group action. I'm not.
I have to go mobile. Sorry, I just realized what time it is.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
I mean, if I really want it, I could use my advance to like get some to just once we get somewhere, I will just have someone important vote for me, which I can. Okay, hey, I'm just
This is
transporting
true.
those servants, and like there's this roadblock, and they are telling me that I can get my servants through this. That's some bullshit, Dad. Please. I don't
I
know if
think
I
you
want
would
to
still
do it.
need to make a roll for it, but
Yeah.
you would be in a control position.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, we get to another checkpoint.
Yeah. So Genselli, are you like calling up your
Yeah,
dad?
Dad. Yeah. So, Dad,
Do you know who I am?
hi, Dad. So, I wanted to hire some servants for my flat and just, transporting them here. And this this woman, Nagayaria, Officer Nagayaria, maybe. She's telling me that I can get my servants through this place. Okay, yeah, I will give. Yeah, I will. So I guess I have to sway.
Sway sounds perfect. You're in a controlled standard effect. That's a crit. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I own the police now.
Yeah, Officer Nagaria says, "Oh, yes, of course. I didn't realize who you are. Please, and she like orders her troops there to make way for you. Is there anything we can do? Like, she's very very servile, I guess. Like very willing